Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to episode 23 of our SkyFactory Let's Play. We have a lot of work to do today, dudes. Oh man, we are going to have to get started straight away. What we're going to work on is our Tower of Power. I've cleaned out our little fishing machine here and moved all my fish away. Got plenty of food up the wazoo. And we're getting ready here, but there's a few things we need to get done. Obviously we need to build all of that, but we also need to grab ourselves a few of these cows and set up an automatic milking station downstairs as well, because we're going to use our milk in the force engines here as the throttle, so we get maximum energy. But there's a few steps involved in that, and then there's a few steps involved in what I'm going to do down here in this little setup to get all the engines automatically turning on and off when we need power and whatnot. So there's a few things that need to be done, so I'm going to go ahead and get myself a little bit situated here, because I need to make a few things and craft a few things up if we're going to fit in this 20-minute episode. A few of you guys have asked me to do longer episodes. It's just I don't exactly have the time. I'm really, with the amount of workload I have at uni, I'm only really have enough time to do exactly what I'm doing right now. So we're going to try and fit it in 20 minutes. If not, we'll just go a little bit over and see how we go. We just want to get this tower finished today and have all of our power going. So let me get some stuff organized, and yeah, we'll get started playing around with these cows and make sure we can get plenty of milk. Alright, first things first, let's set up our cow milking station. So, got myself 3 safari nets here that we've got from loot bags. I'm going to pick up a whole heap of these cows. That one looks a little angry. Oh well. He'll be right. So I've got 3 of them, and I've made myself a rancher. Now, I think this is going to keep up. It was either doing this or going the old autonomous activator route and then putting it through a fluid transposer, which I actually made everything for that. So if this isn't quick enough, we can always change this over. But this is what we're going to try to start off with. So let's go down underneath, and you can see I've stolen 2 tanks off the top of here. I don't have any fences to fix this up. That's fine. So we're going to probably put our cows over this side, I think. And where are we going to put this thing? I'm thinking put our rancher. Should have brought a little bit of cobblestone down here so we can actually build ourselves a little platform to play around on. Actually, let's only get half of those. Chuck that away. And it's getting night time, so I picked a really bad time to start recording, as usual. Alright, that can be there like that. So I guess we'll put our rancher here, and then at the back. Hang on, how's this work? I think actually this will milk bucket them anyway. Interesting. Okay, so we're gonna have to play around with this anyway, regardless of what happens here. But I'll need to get a few more fences here, so I can put the cows in without them escaping. So let's go and grab those. I haven't actually tested what the ranch is going to do, but we'll see here in a second. Yeah, as I said, didn't test it, so we'll find out how this thing works playing around. But that's pretty much how you learn a lot of the things in Minecraft, is you just craft it up, knowing you can do something, and play around until you figure it out. That's how I've done a lot of the playing around with stuff and figuring it all out. So it sort of comes with experience too from playing this for so long. So, well, I'm going to take these off because I do not want to fall off the edge by accident. Alright. And they're like so. Awesome. So the cows shouldn't be able to get out now. Actually, let's move this to here. Because this thing searches for a 5x5 area in front of it. So let's put our cows in, and we'll actually put a bit of a top on this so the cows can't jump out over the top. Cool. 2 and 3. Awesome. So that's there like that. Now we actually have to supply this power. How are we going to do that? We have 3 power cords. That's probably not going to be enough. I'm going to have to make more of these anyway. So let's... Whoops. That was the wrong spot. There's my Yeta wrench. Grab that one. So yeah, definitely not enough. We're going to have to go grab some. Let's see if I've got any stored up here. I don't know if I have. Wow, I moved slow. We're going to put these back on now that that's all safely hooked up. Energy cables, not likely. Alright, let me quickly go make some of those. We're actually going to be ending up making some more of these enhanced ones as well for our Tower of Power. How much is these ones? Ooh, I could even make those and just be... we might even make those ones. Yeah, I'm just talking to myself anyway. Let me go ahead and make a couple of sets of these. And yeah, I'll be right back, guys. You've seen me make these before. Alright, some more power cables made. Sweet. So now, I guess if we chuck empty buckets in this thing, let's just test it and see what it does. Let's fill these tanks up with these milk buckets here. And we'll chuck them in the machine and see if it... let's have a look. So this idle time ticks down and see if it'll... Yep, there it goes, and it spit it out the back. Interesting. Okay, so I guess the way this will work then is we'll have to have our fluid transposer in here anyway to get our milk. I want to put it though. That's the next thing. This is an interesting sort of dilemma. Maybe what I can do. I've got my item conduits here. I don't have enough of them though. Let's route these. And then we'll turn this connection off because we don't need it. There we go. Disabled. This is going to look very ugly. Don't even need that one there because we're going to end up wrapping around the top anyway. Turn that to inventory mode. This is getting very ugly very quickly. Unless we put... let me have a quick think about how I want to lay this out here, guys, because it's a little bit more difficult than I anticipated. So I'll be right back. Okay, are you so silly? Okay, I think I've got this thing working. I haven't actually tested it yet, but I think it should work. So, I've got it set so the rancher exports through this hole here, and if you look at the inventory, you have an insertion. We've got it set on in/out, so it can actually, this conduit can insert and pull out of the system here, which is really neat. So the insertion filter has the empty bucket, so once it's been emptied from the fluid transposer here, it'll get kicked out through one of these holes. I think it's the red one here. Yep, and it'll send it down and it'll put it back into the rancher. And then the extraction filter, I don't think we actually need it, but it'll pop milk buckets out of there, I think. So if we can see... Alright, maybe not. Let's see if we can chuck that one in and see if it actually pops it out. On. So it'll fill it. There we go, pops it out. Now it should be, yep, it's in here. And yes, it puts it back in. Now the next question is it going to be quick enough to handle more than one bucket at a time? That'll be the next question, because if it's not, we'll have to put in... what happened to the last bucket? It's filling up. Wow, this is filling up extremely quickly as well. Oh no, it seems to... what happened to the other bucket? Oh no, there's 3 in there. Okay, so it looks like it's working, it's just not rendering it properly. I don't know why there's... milk in that one, but it seems to be working just fine. So that's going to be our milking setup, guys. That'll work fine. Next up will be to make ourselves from Ender.io. We're going to make a power monitor, and this is the thing that's going to let me turn the engines on and off automatically by sending out redstone signals and whatnot. And I'm also going to make myself a capacitor bank, which allows me to get a power reading on this power monitor. So let me go ahead and craft up one of each of these. You can see the components here are pretty expensive compared to a lot of other things we've made so far, and they take a little bit of time to craft up. I should also show you, I quickly went through a session here on our ore pounding thing. I've added a vacuum hopper, and so what I ended up doing is I just stand here and hold left click down, and it'll destroy them all. They get sucked up, put it in the system, and we ended up with a whole heap of... Oh, I should turn this back properly to furnace mode. There we go. A whole heap of dust that we're all smelting up here, and resources for days. So that's good. We're still not even quite full on these, which is good. That one's nearly full. But yeah, we haven't even touched those bottom 6 ones. Okay, so let me get back on task here. I'm going to go ahead and craft up the stuff I need to keep working on this while we build up a little bit of milk downstairs. So yeah, I'm going to go sleep through the night, and when I come back, I'll have a few things made. Okay guys, I think I've gone ahead and made everything I need except the force engines. I can only make 7 of them because I'm running really low on force gems, and the only way that we've been able to get those so far is through lucky spoils bags, and we need to do something about that. So I dare say they're going to be the next magical crops we grow, because if we look at magical crops, maybe if we go to seeds, force seeds is one of them, and they're not too hard to get as well. So that'll be one of the seeds or crops we have to grow next, because we're running out very quickly. But back to the main task at hand here. I think I've gone ahead and made everything else that we're going to need, so let's just chop this down real quick. So, to start off with, I think what we're going to do is put our capacitor bank right smack bang in the middle here. Now, the awesome thing about these are that they are a multi-block, so if I went ahead and made another one of these and stuck it next to it, they'd combine inventories and then double the max input, max output, and max capacity. So at the moment, this one can hold 500,000 MJ, which is 5 million RF. So if we look at the thermal expansion ones, it has the equivalent size of 1/10 of an energy cell, a redstone energy cell. So it's not too bad, it's not great either, but it allows us to play with this power monitor, which we're going to sit, actually no, we're going to put some of this energy conduit down first. Whoops, look at those skills. There we go. So this is what all our energy is going to run off that one power line there. So let's go ahead and put our power monitor on here like so. And what this allows us to do is it shows all awesome information here of different storages and whatever. So we can see that the capacitor bank storage is one of 5 million RF. There's actually a buffer filling up from our power gen over here. I probably don't really want that to happen. Can we turn this off somehow? There we go. Let's just leave these two systems separate for now. So it's got an internal buffer, but it actually uses up a little bit of power as it's being sat here, but that's not going to be too much of an issue. But this other tab is what we're interested in. So there's engine control. So if we turn this on, you can actually tell it when to emit a redstone signal. Now this is going to be handy when we go and hook this up. Now I don't have any redstone conduit on me, which is a little bit of an oversight, but we've got plenty of it made. Insulated redstone conduit. Let's go set this up. So we're going to pretty much run this as this middle line here. Oops. Is going to be our main source of our power, our redstone signal, and our force fuel that we're getting from this tank here. So, how are we going to want to do this? Probably just going to run it straight across from here like so. Be a little bit dangerous. Now I have to tell it to disconnect from this side here. Oops. Disabled. Alright. So let's run this across to the middle. And then up. And it's getting nighttime. Come on. There we go. And then what we're going to end up doing is have all of our force engines. Let's start them. We're going to have to break this. That's fine. We can break this real quick and move it around. Alright, that was weird. Grab these ones, relocate temporarily. Just, where is this line going from? I'll just run it here. But now, so everything should still be hooked up for that. But we're going to end up rerouting everything here so that we're running off this one capacitor bank. Alright, so that should all be working. So we can turn this one to auto. Actually, we want to hook this one up to the bottom here, because then it can suck all of it out. Whereas if you have it connected up to this top block, it'd only get to middle of the way down. It wouldn't be able to pull out of this bottom inventory here. So let's do something about that real quick. reset this up. Actually, I didn't even need to pull that one off. Oh well. And then we'll put that there, and then disconnect. Disconnect. Probably tell this one to disconnect so it doesn't create a loop, and this one can be extract and always active. So now this is running force all the way up this line here, which is good to see. So then if we go ahead and put a few of our force engines down, so now you can see that it, hang on, let's turn this off. Oop. So now it's not working because we want to throttle these as well. Oh, that one's going to be an issue as well. Although, that should be fine for now. We're producing that much milk, it shouldn't really matter. So you can see this is already filled up with milk. But we're going to run lines. Well, actually, we won't need one there, will we? Because we're not going to put any motors there. Let's go upstairs and sleep through the night really quickly. We've only got about 4 minutes left here on the episode, and we've still got to open some lucky blocks. Let's get through this really quickly and get at least some power going before the end of the episode. But yeah, we definitely need to work on getting a few more of those. What am I talking about? A few more of those force gems. That's the word I was looking for. I don't want that connecting. That's alright, it's only cobblestone, it's not going to do anything. Okay. So that's going to work there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're actually going to need another one on top of that for our 20 motors, but this will do for now. So let's hook these up. Like so. No, not like that. Like over the edge. Why are you faced the wrong way? There we go. So that should be getting milk to all of them. Now I need to jump. Oh, am I stuck? Not quite. So we need to hook these two lines up. So you can just right click on the end of it and it should connect those up. And we also need to connect this conduit up here as well to the milk. So we'll do it pretty much the same way here. Don't want those connecting. It looks like they're not connecting, that's good. That works. Okay, so then we'll set these ones up exactly the same as well. Disabled and extract, always active. So milk's going up there and filling these ones up as well, so that's good. They should be all getting fully throttled, so let's go put these other 3 force engines down. We are getting a touch of lag. I really don't know how to disable the particle effect there from the force trees when they get harvested. I looked in the configs and everything and I just couldn't find it. So I have to do a bit more research. Okay, so those should be hooked up. Let's see how much force, liquid force this has gone through. Seems like a little... Oh no, that's bad. That is bad. Okay, so that's not going to work properly then. I'm going to have to do something about that. And where did that tank just go? So now this one's going to probably fill up. Okay, that's going to be an issue. We can deal with that later. We got some milk in the system. I can fix that up off camera here. I just want to get this done before the end of this episode. Let's protect ourselves a little bit here. Oh, I do not want to fall down there. Okay, so let's set this thing up so that it powers up our capacitor bank here. So gonna have engine control, so emit a redstone signal when storage is less than 75% and stop emitting it when the storage is greater than 99%. Okay, so I guess that's a nice default setting. So this thing is gonna go ahead and start charging this bank up. It's doing it relatively quickly. So if we go ahead and tell this thing to actually emit a signal when storage is less than let's just say 1%. Yeah, it should stop them. Maybe. What's 1% of 5? Well, when it gets to 500,000 here. Actually, no, that should have stopped it by now. Or maybe let's put this at 2%. There we go. Stopped them now. So you can tell, and then once it gets between those two ranges, it'll start again. So actually, I think the way this works is it gives the signal when it's less than, let's just set this to 75%, and then it'll turn the redstone signal off when it reaches 95% full, and then it'll wait till it's back down to 75% before it turns it on again. I think that's how it works, but we'll just leave it go like this, and it should be fine for now. We're not going to go through this milk very quickly. We've got a little bit of it here, so where are we at? Oh man, we are way over time on this episode. Okay, time for lucky blocks. Let me go and make a few and back up the world real quick, and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so we're not that far over time. I was being a little bit dramatic here, but I wanted to fit the lucky blocks in because they're always fun to do at the end of the episode. So I'm glad we got our power gen going there. And our little chicken is grown up from last time. We have to open some of these. Alright, please be good to us today. Hey, a force sapling. Shame it's not force gems. Right. A whole heap of glass. Edged glass. Nice. Getting lucky today. Ooh. Ooh, is this a lucky axe? Efficiency 5, silk touch 1, unbreaking 3, and fortune 3. That's... Why would you need fortune on an axe? I'm not sure. But that is lucky. Alright, last lucky block. Another chunk loader. Okay, we got lucky again today. So there's another few things here. Let me take these back with us. We're going to probably use them at some stage. I don't know what those jaded ladders still are. I haven't really looked up. Hang on. Recipe, no. It must be just a ladder you can walk on when you flip the thing open like a trapdoor. But that is going to do it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you've learned a thing or two from Ender.io that we've been playing with today. At least we got a nice lot of power going. We might end up in the next episode or two making ourselves an applied energistic system because I'm sick of using all these chests and it's getting a bit annoying. But I'm going to refine this a little bit off camera and make it a little bit neater and work a bit better. But you can see these things are going hard and they're outputting at 10 megajoules per tick or 100 RF per tick. So that is great. Where are we at in terms of our capacitor bank? About half. So you can see you can actually see all the data and stuff in here, which is awesome, and machine buffers and whatnot are at full average output. So you can see what it's outputting and what it's inputting as well, which is crazy awesome. So if you're not one for calculating stats with a calculator, that's the way to go. So yeah, that is going to do it, guys. If you've enjoyed, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the series or if you want to keep up to date with the series. So yeah, my name's been Snoresby. Thanks a heap, guys, for coming and checking it out. I'll see you in the next episode.